All right, so let's now have the Q3. We are done with Q2 and Q1. Ready? So Q3 here, in a store, 45% of customers usually buy fruits and 55% for other items. So it means that 55% here, this could be soap, shampoo, and other items. Okay, so this is assuming, for example, in 1 month, you analyze your data and you found out that 45% of the sales belong to fruits and 55% for other items. So we can use this data to calculate the probabilities, assuming that there are 6 customers coming in, and assuming that these customers are going to buy some items inside the shop. Of course, it might be that they are not going to buy also anything. So P of 0 is possible. The probability of getting 0 customer that will buy any of the items, right, is possible. So the first question is finding the probability of at most 2 of them buying or ordering fruits. So this is an example of binomial probability because there are 2 possible outcomes. We have 45% for the fruits and 55% for other items. So the formula for the manual method is this: n choose x, p raised to the power of x, q raised to the power of n minus x, which is really very tedious. It's going to be so lengthy if you're going to use, a calculator and manual method. So here, what I'm going to show you is to solve this in Excel, which is really very, very fast. Okay, so the P is the P of success and Q is the opposite, P of failure. Okay, so first is to find the N. N is the number of trials. So here we have 6. We're going to try this with 6 people, 6 customers. And let's go to the probability, P of success, that is P of buying fruits, which is 45%. This is the P of success. And we have the X equals, this is the number of success. So we have at most 2. It means 0, 1, and 2. At most 2 means less than or equal to 2. And the lowest is 0 because, as I said a while ago, it is possible that no one buys fruits, for example, here. Okay, so the probability of getting a 0 customer is possible. So it's very simple, equals binom. Okay, the first one, binomial distribution, double click FX, and here read. We have the first row here, the number of successes in trials. So X is the number of successes in trials. It could be 0, it could be 1 or 2. That's the meaning of at most 2. So we just pick the highest. The highest is 2. Excel understands that it's going to calculate from 2 and below until 0. Okay, so trials, there are 6 customers, 6 trials, and the probability is 45%. That is this. And cumulative is 1. So we are going to put 1 here to tell Excel that it has to calculate from 2 and below. So if you're going to put 0 here, it's going to be lesser. That means you're going to calculate only for x is equal to 2. If you're going to put 1, it's cumulative. It's adding as we move along. So it means from 2 going to 1 and going to 0 is going to add all the probabilities. So when you click OK, it is higher. It is 44%. So you can change this to percentage. You can put the answer here or on the right. So equals, select the answer and click the percent, increase to 2 decimal places. So this is the answer. Now, for the second one, find the expected number of customers who will buy other items. Other items is 55%. So copy the N is the same. And here P, other items, equals 55%. So please read the instruction, the question properly. This is not about buying fruits. This is about buying other items. So the expected number is the average or the mean. And the formula equals N times P. Okay, so very simple. For the binomial distribution, the formula for the expected number or the mean equals N, 6 times P is 55%. So just multiply the number of trials and the probability. So the answer is 3.3. So what is the meaning of this? It means this is the expected number of people. If we have 6 customers, 3.3 to 4. Okay, if we have point, we can say 3 and next to that. So we expect that 3 or 4 people will buy fruits amongst 6 customers. Okay, so that is the expected number. Now let us see. This is not cumulative. You're going to get the probability of exactly 4 of them buying fruits. So there are 6 customers. What is the probability that exactly 4 of them will buy fruits? So the same, just copy the N and the P of fruits here to save time. Okay, and the X here is equal to 4 exactly. So the same formula equals binomial distribution, Fx. Okay, so here we have number of successes, that is 4 exactly. Number of trials is 6. And probability is 45% because this is P of fruits. And cumulative is 0 because we're calculating for 4 exactly. Okay, so the answer is only 18. Change this to percent equals the decimal and click percent, increase to 2 decimal places. So 18.61%. The next is find the probability of at least 4 of them buying or ordering fruits. So this is at least. So our X could be 0 to 6. 0, 1 until 6. You can just select these 2 and drag it to the right to save time. Now, the question is this one. We need to calculate this 4, 5, and 6. Now, Excel, cannot easily calculate if it is at least, especially if the number of trials is very big or large. For example, 99 trials. There are 99 customers or 50 customers, for example. Or if you talk about some other events, okay, it could be 1,000 trials, for example. So it's going to be so lengthy to solve if it is at least. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the complementation rule. Okay, it means we're going to use the opposite. Now, the total probability here from 0 to 6 is equal to 1. So I'm going to write here total probability equals 1. It's always like that. In any situation, the total probability is equal to 1. Now, if the total is 1 from 0 to 1, it means this 4, 5, and 6 is 1 minus the probability of 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 1 minus P of X equals 0, 1, 2, and 3. It's the opposite. Yeah, so if we have 1 minus this is the remaining 4, 5, 6. So we can apply this principle to solve this problem, to answer this question easily. So we are doing this because Excel cannot easily manage if it is at least, if it is on the right. If it is at most, it's very easy, like this one, because it is programmed like that. Okay, when you put 1 as cumulative, it's going to calculate from left to right. So here is going to calculate from 0 until 2. We're starting from 0. But if we're going to apply it here, it will calculate from 0 to 6. So we have to use a complementation rule, 1 minus the opposite to get this. Okay? Because as I said, the number of trials could be very large. It can be 1,000 or any value. So equals 1 minus binom. So for at least, use 1 minus. For at most and exactly, directly you have to write binomial distribution. Okay, fx. So now we are not solving for 4, 5, and 6. We are going to solve for this, x equals 0 until 3, because we're doing the opposite. So we have to pick the highest here. 0 to 3, the highest is 3. Number of successes, trials 6. The probability is 45%, because this is about buying fruits, and cumulative is 1 because there are many numbers there, 0 until 3. So the answer is this one. All right, so we can change this to percent equals this, and click percent increase to 2 decimal places, 25.53. So please try to watch again this video for you to understand. Try to pause, rewind, forward to get the answers correctly. Okay. So that's all for this question. Bye-bye.